Now the first pitch. Harold Baines is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Ball 2 now.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the second baseman, Paul Konerko.
Into the box, Paul Konerko. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Now the 2-1. Baines gets his lead at first, nobody out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. In now, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
And it's 1-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Still 2-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Now here's the first offering as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Here comes the 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Now another 0-2. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, lifted in the air out towards left center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. Cody Hoyer enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Aparicio has it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now to bat, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Junior.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
The 2-1 home. high in the air down the right field line. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Two away now in the Yankees' 6th. And up steps Don Mattingly. Here's the first pitch to him.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still tied 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Minnie Minoso.
The left fielder, number 9.
First delivery to him.
Ball.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Adam Eaton is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the stretch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch-out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
At the plate now, Frank Thomas, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you...
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Junior ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Harold Baines. Tom Henke is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 50, Tom Henke.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. To short, hit hard. Scooped up. Throw on to Gehrig, takes care of him, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now at the plate, here is Yadier Molina. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here it comes.
Boom! That's down. Hey!
The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope. Outside.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Popped him up. Moncada has room in foul territory. 1 out.
The batter, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
1 gone here in the Yankees 7th. And that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. Digging in next, Gio Urshela. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So stepping in is Paul Konerko. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And it's fouled away. Down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And this one bounds around against the wall. The relay. And he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Eloy Jimenez at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Forkball misses, 1-1. He's ready now. The pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. Coming in to score easily is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now a forkball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Jimenez on at first. Nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
So here's Yoan Moncada as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, good job there to pull that bunt back. Now that he's ahead in the count, we'll see if he gets that bunt sign again.
Ball even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
On the run is Griffey. Another full count pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Next, here is Yasmani Grandal. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A ball and a strike. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And there's ball 2 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And add a run on the sacrifice fly as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
The batter, number 9.
And stepping in, Minnie Minoso. It was a walk in his last trip. And now the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
The 0-1 on its way.
At the ball.
First and second now, 1 man out. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
First pitch on its way. Adam Eaton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Ready with the 1-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. Darren O'Day is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58.
Bottom of the inning now. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Tony.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Moncada just to the left of the mound. He's got it one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Alfonso.
So next to hit is Alfonso Soriano. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-0 home.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. O'Day, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Ready with the 2-2. Here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Digging in will be Lou Gehrig. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full. 3-2 here.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Scorched to third. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Aaron Bummer is called upon with 2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
Your attention, please.
That brings up Mickey Mantle, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
To short. Aparicio fields it cleanly, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Goose Gossage enters from the pen to start the 9th inning. Guess he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. First pitch coming. Here it is. A 1 pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, right fielder.
That'll bring up Harold Baines. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering. He pulls this one into right on his junior, but this is a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez hit hard to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. So nothing doing in the White Sox 9th. Last chance for the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 2-1. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Don Mattingly comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The pitch. The bouncer to the left side. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
The catcher, number 34, Yadier.
So now here is Yadier Molina, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting.
Finals.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy.